Patrick Mouratoglou has identified who is the better player between Carlos Alcaraz and Jannik Sinner. Citing how one is almost flawless in their game, Patrick Mouratoglou has had his say on who is the better tennis player out of Jannik Sinner and Carlos Alcaraz. A renowned tennis coach, sports commentator, and businessman, Mouratoglou has had his eyes fixed on the Italian and Spanish rivals as they have risen to the top of the sport. Sinner, 23, is currently sat atop the ATP rankings, part and parcel thanks to his Australian Open and US Open wins this year. Sinner bested Daniil Medvedev 3-6, 3-6, 6-4, 6-4, 6-3 in the final at Melbourne Park in January after a highly contested battle, before doubling down on Grand Slams for the year courtesy of his 6-3, 6-4, 7-5 win over Taylor Fritz at the US Open last month. Alcaraz is hot on the youngster's heels, however, currently sitting second in the ATP rankings and holding 2 Grand Slam wins of his own in 2024, narrowly missing out on a Golden Slam after being beaten by Novak Djokovic in the finals of the Paris Olympics this summer. Alcaraz claimed his first major of the year at the French Open after defeating Alexander Zverev 6-3, 2-6, 5-7, 6-1, 6-2 at the Philippe Chatrier in June. He then overcame Djokovic 6-2, 6-2, 7-6, 7-4 on center court to claim his second consecutive Wimbledon title. And despite sitting behind Sinner in the rankings, Mouratoglou believes that Alcaraz is actually the more polished player of the two. Speaking to Tennis 365, the coach claimed, "I think they have a completely different playing style from Roger Federer, Rafa Nadal, and Novak. I don't think it's logical to compare them. And I consider them much more than two guys who hit the ball very hard."